Namaste and welcome. My name is Eleanor and I'm going to be guiding you through this 30-minute soft Vinyasa Flow class. And in spring season, everything starts to bloom and everything starts to grow, but it's not through force, it's through a gentle awakening. So today's practice is about finding effortlessness and steadiness in movement and moving without pushing or without challenging ourselves too much, and staying calm in that strength and movement. And with that said, this is going to be one of my more physical challenging classes, and it's very important that you listen to your own body. So if it's something that doesn't feel good for you, or if you feel that it's too much, just feel free to take a break whenever you need. You can skip poses, you can adjust poses so they fit your daily energy level and your body. So just remember that as we go through today's class. Great, so let's begin by finding a comfortable seat. Close your eyes for a moment. You can place one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. And just take a couple of nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Checking in with yourself. Notice how you feel right now. What's your energy level? How's your body feeling today? Do you have any pain somewhere? And if you have, then remember that throughout the practice and try to adjust it so that you work together with your body and not against it. Meeting yourself where you are right now. And take another deep breath in. And exhale through the mouth. Release your hands. And come down all the way onto your back. And from here, extend your arms up and make circles with your wrists. Nice, slow, gentle. You're not in a rush. Just circling your wrists to warm them up for today's practice. And the other way. You can open and close the hands. You can move your fingers. And now release your arms down by your sides and extend your legs up into the sky and circle your feet to warm up your ankles. And go the other way. And then extend your arms up as well, so both your feet and your hands are lifted up into the sky. And now we're going to start to form a V shape with the body, and that means that your hands still stay shoulder width apart, but you lift your arms overhead a little bit. And then you move your legs away from the body, still with the feet hip distance apart. And I want you to find a sweet spot here where you notice that you have to activate your core to stay here. So you don't want to go too far. Just find that sweet spot where your core starts to shake a little bit. And see if you can hold it here for a couple of deep, calming breaths. Don't tense your face. Don't tense your forehead. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders as well. And start to build a little bit of heat and strength. And at the same time, try to be calm and relaxed. That's it. A few more breaths. And hug your knees in towards the chest. We're going to come up to sitting. So if you don't have any back injury or pain, you can try to roll up and down along your spine. It's a nice massage for the back as well. But if it doesn't feel good, then just roll over to one side and come up to sitting. And then cross your legs, roll over the knees, and come into tabletop position with hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. On your next inhale, going into cat-cow, so bend the back down towards the earth, point the nose forward, and as you exhale, round the back and point the nose in towards your navel. Just a few rounds here to warm up the spine and release any tension in your neck and shoulders. And you can do two more, to cat, to cow. And then find your way back to a neutral spine. From here, tuck your toes. And now try to lift your knees about 5 centimeters off the floor. And stay here. Deep breathing. Push the ground away with your hands. Lift between the shoulder blades. And relax. In these different challenging poses, we're actually training our mind to be calm, even in a stressed or challenging situation. On and off the mat. Good job, 2 more breaths. Strong core. And now lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. And you don't have to straighten your legs. Keep your hands a bit wider than shoulder distance apart and walk out the dog. A couple of times, bending and stretching one leg at a time. And now slowly start to walk your feet to the front of the mat for Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Release the head, release the shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale, circle your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Bend your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. So bend your knees again so you can reach the mat. And step your right foot way, way, way back onto your mat for low lunge. And then I want you to turn the right heel in and the right toes a little bit outwards. And from here, we're going to come up into warrior 2. So come up with your arms, come up with your upper body, arms out towards either side, and bend the front leg a lot. And look forward towards the left middle finger nail. That's where you want to have your gaze. Beautiful. Maybe sink a little bit deeper in the front leg. From here, turn your left palm up. Try to reach forward as far as you can. And then when you inhale, bring the right hand down and the left hand up towards the sky. Peaceful warrior. Look up towards the hand. Take a few breaths here. And then we're changing position to side angle pose. So come down with the left arm, bring it all the way down to the left thigh, and then lift the right arm overhead and forward. So you reach forward again, but this time with the right hand. Twist your upper body to the side, lift your heart a little bit. That's it, nice. And now we're going to switch between these two, together with the breath. So inhale up, exhale, side stretch. Inhale up, exhale, side stretch for a few more. And remember, if anything doesn't feel good, just change it around. Maybe it's too much for your front leg, you can keep it stretched out. Maybe it's too much to lift your arms, you can skip the arms, just moving upper body. That's the beauty with yoga, you can always adjust it to your own body and how you feel that day. That's the last one, and now we're going to bring the hands down to the mat again. Step forward, Uttanasana. If you can't step all the way, you can take a few small steps to make your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale, circle sweep arms to sky, and exhale, dive back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, the left leg steps way, way, way back. Coming into warrior two on the opposite side, so turn the left heel inward, place it down, and come up. Arms out towards either side, and this time, gaze forward towards your right middle fingernail. Beautiful. Remember to breathe. Maybe put a smile on your face. And to find our peaceful warrior here, we turn the right palm up, then reach forward as far as you can, and then bring the left hand down, the right hand up towards the sky. Look at that. Nice. And our side angle stretch, then you bring the right elbow down towards the right thigh. The left arm comes overhead and again forward. The same way as we did when we were going into peaceful warrior. So you want to reach the hand forward to get that nice opening of your side body. Beautiful. And now flow in your own pace with your breath up on the inhale and to your side stretch on the exhale. You can also do 2 breaths in each pose. Whatever feels good for you. Don't stress. Take it easy. Waking up that blooming energy, that strength. Nice, and we're doing our last round here, and then we're going to come back with the hands onto the mat. So frame your front foot with your hands. Step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale, circle sweep arms to sky. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your feet back to downward facing dog. Look towards your feet. Take 3 deep breaths here. Now shift your weight forward into plank. You can do this one on your knees as well if it's too much to be on your tippy toes. Take another deep breath in and lower yourself all the way down to your belly. Point your toes. Bring your hands alongside the body. And on your next inhale, lift both your legs, your arms, and your chin off the mat for lotus pose. Maybe even lift your thighs off the mat if you can. And breathe. Long, slow, deep breaths. One more big inhale. As you exhale, lower to the ground, hands underneath your shoulders, and make your way into downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hip up and back. And from here, lower your knees to the ground, knees together. Then point your toes back and arrive in child's pose. Sitting back onto your heels. Just taking a couple of breaths here, connecting with your body, with yourself. And try to stay present by following your breath with your awareness and your focus. And from here, we're going to move into plank pose on our knees. So come forward into plank, then lower to the ground. And with your hands in the same position, you lift the upper body up from the ground for cobra pose, variation of cobra pose. Then lower back down, then press the ground away with your hands and sit back into child's pose. So this is going to be our little flow here, and we're going to do it together with the breath. If you want, if this is the first time you practice yoga, you might just want to breathe naturally and move in your own pace. But if you want to add the connection to the breath, it's forward to plank as you inhale. Strong core throughout. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, press the ground away. Exhale, child's pose. I'll guide you through one more time and then you go on your own pace. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower to the ground, slow and steady. Inhale, lift, cobra. Exhale, back down. Inhale, press the ground away. Exhale, child's pose. And keep going at your own pace. Feel free to stay an extra breath in any of the poses if you need to. Or if you need a rest, you can also stay in child's pose for a couple of breaths. But if it feels good here, you can do 2 more rounds. And when you're done, just arrive in child's pose and stay there for a couple of breaths. Beautiful. Now again, come forward to plank. Lower all the way to the ground. And then turn over to lay on your back. Place both your feet on the ground and your arms down by your sides. And if you have your arms laying down by your sides, I want you to try and place your heels so that you can touch the heels with your fingertips, if it's possible. If you can't reach them, that's fine as well. Just place them as close to your hands as possible. And the feet should be a little bit wider than hip distance apart, and toes pointing in towards each other. Now keep your knees together as close as you can, and on your next inhale, I want you to press your feet into the mat to lift your hips off the ground, and at the same time lift your arms overhead if that's comfortable for you. When you exhale, you lower back down slowly. Arms come down by your sides again as well. And press with your feet when you inhale to lift the hip up and a little bit forward. That's where you're going. Yes, so exhale, lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale to lift up. Few more. Keep flowing to the rhythm of your own breath. And if one breath is too much here, if it feels like you don't have time to go through the movement properly, or maybe it's the first time you do this pose, then maybe make it into 2 breaths. Or stop for a breath in each position. Still keeping your core activated. We're gonna wind down very, very soon. So keep going, tiny bit more, few more. And the next time you lift up, stay here. Keep your knees together, breathe. If it's available to you, maybe lift a little bit higher. Pushing with your feet. Pushing the hip forward and up. And on your next exhale, slowly, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower down to the ground. That's it. Arms down by your sides. Just stay for a moment. And we're going to come into a gentle supine twist. You can just move your hips a little bit towards the left side of your mat, and then you extend your right leg out. You take your right hand, grab it on your left knee, and you bring the left knee across the body and away from your shoulders. And the left arm extended out to the opposite side. Point your nose out towards the hand, and take a couple of deep breaths all the way down to your belly. Try to relax all those muscles that has been active throughout this practice. Just let the body become heavy. And we're switching sides, so come back to center. This time you want to move the hips over to the right side of your mat, then extend the left leg out. With your left hand, you bring the right knee across, And extend the right arm towards the opposite side. Point your nose out towards the right hand. And keep both your shoulder blades rooted into the ground. Deep belly breathing here. And now come back to center. Move your hips back to the center of the mat so that you're laying straight. Then bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall out to either side. Place one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. And again, just checking in with yourself, your energy, your mood, and your body. Just notice what is. If you don't have any problems with your knees, you can slowly let your feet slide away from you to extend your legs out. But if you have knee problems, you might want to help your knees to come together first and then extend them out to avoid any discomfort. Then bring your feet a bit away from each other, let them fall out to either side, and place your arms down by your sides and open your palms up towards the sky. Maybe tuck your shoulder blades in underneath you as well. So just let your body become completely still. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, start to wake the body up, moving your fingers and toes, feeling the head from side to side. And on your next inhale, reach your arms overhead and have a good stretch. And then hug your knees in towards the chest. Rock from side to side to give the lower back a massage. And roll over to your right, making a pillow out of your hands here. And when you're ready, you can make your way up to a comfortable seat. Close your eyes. Again, checking with yourself and how you're feeling after today's practice. Maybe a little bit more awake, maybe a little stronger. And bring your palms together in front of the heart. The divine light in me recognizes and salutes the divine light in you. And together we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. This was a live session that I did with my students on Zoom. And if you feel called to join us, we have classes every week. There's also a schedule where you can vote for classes. So just check the description below and find all the details on how you can join us. I hope to see you next time. Thank you for showing up on the mat.